Anything along this ledge? Just this little plant. I really need to go to a camp. Oh, well, hey, speaking of which, there's one right there. The fuck? Hello?
Good. You finally showed up. I was worried you weren't coming.
Who the hell are you?
The name's Keeledge. Pleasure to meet you.
I can't be late for something I haven't been invited to.
Hilgard sent me to Emerald Stair to keep an eye on this place. I had orders to make contact as soon as you arrived.
Oh.
I won't talk long. He only wants me to let you know I'm here. If you need to get word to the ambassador, I'm your man.
I don't really trust that. Why all the cloak and dagger? Does Fior have a problem with the Adirans being here?
No. They're fine. It's Ludwig's nightmare squad I'm worried about. I don't want to draw their attention. I think they're up to something.
Aren't they always?
I suppose. But this seems worse than normal. I think the scale of their operation is dangerous.
I bet. Yeah, I imagine the Steel Garrote's going to be pretty deeply involved in this Dream Scourge. I think they're probably going to be messing with the Dream Scourge later on, and we're going to have to, stop them. Maybe they'll try and use it for, bad purposes. We'll see. Well, just keep your head down for now. We're not looking for a fight.
Will do. If it's just the two of us, I don't fancy our odds. Stay safe, envoy.
You too. I don't really, I don't fully trust somebody coming out of the shadows and be like, yeah, the ambassador sent me to be all hush-hush. He could be actually working with the Steel Garrote and just trying to get information from me, right? I gotta be cautious about that. Okay. Where are we on the map? Pretty close to a whole lot of things, but I mostly wanted to come out of the gate and get a fast travel point. And then I would go back to camp, because we've got conversations to turn in, and potentially a person waiting at camp. Hold on, we've got enemies over here, might as well deal with them. Oh wait, you know what? I forgot I got this other gun, 900 damage, Jesus. Well, that's pretty fucking intense.
Make a good squad.
This doesn't have any, special effects on it, which is a shame, but, hey, you don't need it to do special effects if the enemies die in 1 to 2 bullets.
Take your best shot.
I also reload so much faster than when we started the game. Holy shit. It's kind of funny because before we went into the game, when I was trying to initially theory craft, I was banking on using a two-handed weapon with this quick switch ability because of the level 2 version. Guns in your inactive loadout reload automatically after 3 seconds. But we reload faster than 3 seconds already. So I might as well just keep it. Good lord. I don't even know what a unique arquebus could do besides increase more damage per bullet or something. But I still want to occasionally use, my pistol.
Here they come. Oh, no, you don't.
That takes so long to cast. Joke's on you, I have partial damage reduction with my little frost
You all right?
field. It's kind of funny that there's two camps like so close to each other. Maybe one of them is actually not a camp. Could be like a memory Audra or something. Or the developers just felt bad for us. And they said, no, you can have two of these with like 200 feet apart. Is that a boar? No? Yes! That's not hostile. Good for it. Alright. Let's take a little breather at camp. Yo, guns, I might need to get me this game. I mean, hey! It's on Xbox Gamepass coming out on the 18th, or you can get early access by spending like $22 if you already have the Xbox Game Pass. Okay, Giada is not at the camp. I thought she would be. Oh. That's okay. That was a solid place for us to crash. We have a save there. What do they have to talk to me today about? Hi, Kai.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood.
Well, Giada had to make her point. Fedar was being unreasonable.
No doubt. That's why I admire the resolve. Living Landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
Are you hinting at a hard conversation that we need to have?
Kai hinting? Believe me, that Nim dude isn't subtle.
He's right. I'd rather drink salt water than have a hard conversation. That's what I admire about Giada. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
Alright, well. I get it. Losing home is hard, especially when home doesn't love you back.
Sometimes that just makes it easier.
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side.
Agreed. Let's get some rest. Unless you have more? No more? Alright. What about you, Marius?
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
Yeah, she's right. They're trying to ignore an obvious threat.
I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you don't see that bites you. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject.
Well, I guess that's it for now.
With your dreams.
I was kind of expecting Giada to be here. Sad that she isn't, but oh well. Let's drop off some stuff. I feel like it should be mandatory for games to let you lock items in your inventory so that you don't accidentally like I'd be so much faster if I could just go to the inventory and hit store everything that's not locked, and then boom, we're good to go. Especially when there's a transfer everything button from the party stash, which is kind of nuts. Let's see. I could get a little bit of damage from my pistol. But then I wouldn't really be able to get it up to exceptional, unfortunately. And then as for upgrading the exceptional armor, or gun, I would need petrified wood and Admeth's worst, which I might be able to craft those. Hold on, how much do I need? 6. I could make 6 exactly right now. Huh. I could also make 2 awakened Adra out of the stuff I already have. And then all I would have to do is go back to camp. But then I wouldn't be able to get the upgrade for this pistol. Shoot. I'll hold on. I really think we're at a point where we're gonna start getting like random purple gear or like other uniques that might be more for my build. Oh.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field.
Don't you have better things to do? No, back for more?
The bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke. Hollow faces in a line. What has come of this place?
Well, the situation in Fior is dire. Someone needs to help them.
A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals?
It's called animancy.
A new tongue. An unfamiliar name. The harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve?
They're trying to influence nature.
Do they not trust us to tend? They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make?
Many people don't trust animancers, or animancy is misunderstood.
Punished, cast out. We understand. We peer through the murky water in vain. What is the truth?
Well, I'd say no knowledge is good or evil. What matters is how we use it. Although also there's anything that can improve people's lives is worth the risk. I don't know, it truly depends. In like yes, some things are worth the risk, but not always. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, this thing could heal you, or it could blow up the world.
Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
You're welcome, voice. Enjoy my influence, I guess. Oh, spiders! I could just go around the side. Although, maybe not.
Stand back.
Nice curving shot.
Quiet as the depths.
Nice job, everyone.
Yeah, super tough fight. I mean, hey, this guy, besides the fact that he's dead, it looks like whoever was here killed these spiders pretty effectively. Impressive. Oh, wow. Looks like they came through his... Oh, it looks like they came through his basement into a cave here. Rambling note. I felt them calling, the spirit of this place. Maybe there's something more. A god? They will not take me. There's still so much work to do. Shimmering wings and whispering skies and overtaking vines entice me with their beautiful lies. They will not have me. I need to bring others here. Their souls will be my salvation. If I can just figure out how to give them to this land instead, then the whisperer will not come for me. Whispers in the dark. I want to listen. I want to dream. I want to hurt. I want to see. I have to know. Listen. Listen, dream, hurt, seek now. A dark stain covers the rest of this note, though it's hard to tell if it is ink, dark blood, or something else entirely. Did this guy fucking go crazy before getting killed by spiders here? Maybe he heard the sound of the spiders and then assumed that they were whispers in the dark.
Watch for spiders.
Ooh, is that more strange metal? Oh, shit! Those aren't spiders. Stun damage! Holy 2,000 attack. Alright, now we can lay out some fire. Ow! For the spiders.
Look to your left.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt's so much more disappointing.
Just like the good old days.
Fragment of star metal.
Storm. I feel like someone in Solace could figure out what to do with that.
Well, we'll, Ooh, nice. Awaken Audra. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, right?
One moment.
Oh. There's a little backpack right behind him. Yeah, I think what I'll do with this arquebus is I probably won't upgrade it unless we start dealing with a bunch of enemies that are like purple quality. Then maybe. But I'm gonna bank on finding a unique. That's what all my upgrades are being saved for, the uniques. Speaking of uniques, we have a treasure map. I don't think it's gonna be super useful, because it sounds like it's armor or something. Uh-oh.
Oh no, you don't.
I think these are suicide spores. Yeah, I don't like that. Whoa. Whoa! That was a big fucking leap, buddy. These sporlings are nuts. Yeesh. Oh, hey. Why has this guy got a cheese wheel on him? Steel Garrote Soldier's report. Ludwin tasked me with exterminating the mycelial pests in the northeast woods. She failed to mention the bear. Under any other commands, I'd turn back. Under Ludwin, I prefer the bear's claws to hers. In case her wrath transcends the wheel, this is my report. My duty is fulfilled. The rest of the page is taken up by large capitalized text. Large cartoonist exclamation marks are drawn around the following text, alongside a crude drawing of what appears to be an angry Ludwin. Destroy if survive. Do not turn in. You'll wish you were dead if you forget. Just rewrite the report from scratch, or else Ludwin will torture you forever. Wow, what a quaint little home. Oh, well, seems like someone might have died here, though. Enthralled woodsman. Hey, bud. Dream scourging it up, huh?
Another one down.
The bears. Dude, elder bears are scary. I'm surprised it even survived all that. Yeah, the two-handed weapon will definitely get big benefits for me continuing to upgrade my reload speeds or attack speed. Research notes. I've completed all theoretical work on my dissertation. Gather your bearings, insight into the migratory patterns of Emerald Stare's greatest wildlife. Oh, like bearings. Okay, because they're bears. All that's left is field study. I've been watching them from afar for about a week, but the distance makes it difficult to gather the necessary data. I'll wait until the subjects are out hunting and sneak into the den. I might be able to collect a fur sample, or even a stool sample if I'm especially lucky. I'll blow the rest of the students out of the water when I come back with my paper and finally prove Ursine study deserves to be its own discipline. Yeah, I think he just ended up becoming the stool sample, really. Alright. I think the cheese treasure is over here. Or, sorry, not the cheese treasure. Just the treasure in general? Maybe. I thought I could climb this. I mean, I can.
One moment.
And I guess not for loot. It's just another way around the bear cave. See here. Fireball.
Coming from your right.
These poor Zarps didn't stand a chance. Just rained fire on their day. Alright, I think this was the abandoned house that we got the key for. Ooh. Please be a unique item. Fuck. Should be more specific. Parry efficiency, attack damage with maces and two-handed hammers. Not useful to my current build. I guess this was the enthralled dude's roommate or something. Farewell letter. We survived the Valian Republics, the wilderness, and the failed harvest. But after sleep this night, my beloved woke up gibbering incoherent nonsense. I don't think she even recognizes me, and I found a mushroom in our bed. I think it was growing in her hair. Enough is enough. We survived so much, but we can't survive the Dream Scourge. Maybe it's the land that's sick and we're just feeling the symptoms. All I know is I'm taking her out of Emerald Stair with prayers that fresh air and a change of scenery will clear up this illness. Forgive us. We never gave up on Fior Massaverno. The living lands gave up on us. Farewell. Well, shit. I'm still not full sure of the situation there. I think one person had Dream Scourge, and then maybe they went crazy and killed the other person before they could leave. Sadly, I disintegrated the body of the Dream Thrall, so I can't take a closer look for better understanding. Oopsies.
Keep quiet.
Oh boy. I missed. At this point, I'm... Well, I'm next to the Ranger Tower. This is a better view of things. Let me look at that journal again. So the big thing to take is that there's a rock wall left of the tower. Past some trees. So that might be here. Hey! Found it! Hijilde's handy hide. Negative 10% incoming fire, frost, and shock damage. Plus 40 maximum health. Aw. What's it look like? Honestly, it's not a bad look. This feels like something that wouldn't be out of place in like a Fallout game. I might carry it around just for like, as cool as, look, this is a badass looking piece of gear. But that's not necessarily the vibe I'm trying to give off to the world. Mounted is also, it weighs 6 pounds, so, or 6 kilograms. I will continue to look badass and intimidating instead. Alright, well I got the primary reason I had wandered over to the Ranger Tower. I'll see if there's anything directly below it, because we kind of didn't full explore this area. Oh yeah, we also have to do the offering over at the Truffle Camp. Dream Thrall Queen. Step, step, step. I guess because we killed the queen pretty quickly, she didn't really get any reinforcements.
Ready?
Burn it all.
Bang.
I still wish the way that chests worked in this, in terms of the light they gave off, they should only give you a light according to what's like the quality of item in it. So if it has a purple upgrade material in it, then it should be purple. Instead, it'll show purple, I'll get excited, and then it's like some money and a like blue upgrade material. Filling in the map here before we go to the truffle camp or truffle farm. We already killed everything over there, so I don't imagine. Oh, never mind. There's a shadow.
Let's go. Take your best shot.
I guess the spirits were angry, and now they're double dead.
Win and Fure, I guess.
To the beloved truffle farmers who were called to fly at Helioside far too soon. You know, I didn't see this grave was open before. And obviously there weren't shadows the last time we were here. All right. How are we gonna go about this? I should probably talk to everybody on the east side before we start venturing off into the wild woods over here. I'll also go see what this little turn-in's about. I think they want me to snitch on the old lady. And I'll probe it. I'll see what the result is.
Listen, if you need food, you're going to have to get in line like everyone else.
Hey, you know, Elder Razana stole food from your larders.
I had noticed food missing, but I hoped it was rats. I would normally let this sort of thing slide, but right now, every piece of food missing is a person who goes hungry.
Well, I mean, look, I'll just give you the money. I'd be happy to compensate you for the lost food.
Right now, I'd much rather have the food, but this will go a long way if we ever get another merchant from Dawnshore. Thank you. It may not seem like much, but this could mean life or death to some people. I should get back to it. Stay safe out there.
You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, I figured. Good way to keep things amenable. Nothing I need. So this is... I'm gonna feel really bad about this. Ellie is probably gonna say something like, "Oh, I've been doing an experiment on one of my revenants, but I had to lock it up. Can you go check on Silvo for me?" And then I have to go, haha, about that. I murdered that like 3 days ago. My bad.
My farmhands are very affectionate. Feel free to pet them if you like.
No, I am not petting your fucking zombies. Anyways, Giada wants your opinion on the Dream Scourge.
Giada Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
Yeah, banished was the word he used, probably to make it sound official.
That's our governor for you. Self-righteous even in his own ignorance. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm.
Oh god.
I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much.
Okay.
They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
Ye. If you're talking about the Revenant in your barn, I dealt with him.
You did? That was quick. Poor Silvo. He was a bright young Revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
Okay, well, how does one grow attached to a walking corpse?
You wouldn't know it to look at him. But on a full stomach, he was as gentle as a lamb. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
Okay, well... we need to find the source of the difference if there's any hope of stopping it.
But how to find something so well hidden? Can something so metaphysical even be found?
Maybe.
Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
Well... what if it has something to do with the entity tethered to my soul?
Seems a little far-fetched. Then again, what isn't these days? You're a godlike, so anything is possible. Perhaps your nature will grant you more answers.
Well, fascinating. I'm sure Giata will be interested to hear this.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giata are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Thank
And
God.
thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
I don't think I could ever forget about the zombie farms. You think they spray perfume on the zombies? Or the revenants? Or are they just out there rotting all day? The mushrooms growing on them could maybe smell decent?
Did you hear that Giata was sent into exile?
Wonder if she needs a new research partner.
Or maybe a test subject?
We could do both. Anything to work with the great Giata Castel.
Yeah, well, I've got good news for you. She actually wants to work with you.
Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
You've got to be kidding me. You do realize that I understand you perfectly?
Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Why were you talking to me like I'm some kind of specimen in a jar?
It's just that we've never met a godlike before. This is a big day for us.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject.
What?
She knows how we adore your kind.
Absolutely not.
Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal?
You didn't even know about that part. Fine, look, deal. Let's get this over with.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Let's see. These answers all suck. I'd like to come back as a godlike. I wouldn't mind blending into a crowd for a change. I don't know, mushroom? What the fuck? There's a little bit in between these kinds of options. Why can't I say like, oh, maybe I could be a bird? I mean, fuck it, if I've got a choice, bring me back as a godlike.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
What? I mean, I try to help people whenever I can.
So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce.
What, really?
How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
Godlike can't reproduce? That explains a few things.
Oh, didn't anyone tell you?
No. No one ever mentioned it.
Well, this is awkward. Shame you had to learn it from us. Do you have an answer or not?
Well, I mean, hopefully people remember me in the ways I've touched their lives.
Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
I want the two of you to stop practicing animancy forever. That's not a... No, I'm good. Yeah, give me the good news.
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
Yeah, that's not good news.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Okay, that kind of helps out. But what does Adra have to do with the Dream Scourge?
Of course. The idea is a bit high-minded. Adra acts like a pathway for souls as they rejoin the wheel.
And the Dream Scourge is a plague of the soul, is it not?
So, just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge.
Okay. Well, one more question. What do I do about the entity tethered to my soul?
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh sake, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
I mean...
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that,
Well, that
we've
sounds bad.
researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell.
Thank you for not studying my anatomy right
Before
now.
they change their minds.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here.
I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Some of them. I mean, Adra is a capable one. Defeat the angered spirits at the south. South Coast gravesite. It's interesting that it says that versus like locate gravesite. It's because I actually have been there too. I'll put those spirits back to rest, don't you worry.
You're mine now. Take him down.
Decaying skeleton chanter. Uh-oh. Okay, the skeletons it brought to life immediately died after I killed it. All good. Ah, Jesus, Kai, I thought you were one of them. All right, here, have your offerings.
Seems like a waste to me. Means something to them.
The spirits are also pissed, genuinely, from what we've seen. So it helps out a little bit, even if it doesn't solve the Dream Scourge problem. It addresses an otherwise bad situation. Where's the next part of the mission? Okay, that's the gravesite. And this is the intrigue. Did they want me to go so far for that? What the hell? We're taking a detour. I was gonna just try and bum rush it. Just for the sake of, like, main story progression. But we've got a little delay on that. We've just got too much distance to cross, and I might as well actually explore what we're coming across as we make our way over there.